Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Claire.
And we're back for Breaking Bad. Season 5 continues.
Yes.
It's been 11 months since we launched the last episode.
It's been a really long way.
Yeah, we only had to wait a week or so.
Yeah.
Not even that. But last time was gliding overall. Hank found out.
Yes.
Basically. He found out it's Walt.
Yeah.
And he knows what's going on. Walt is out.
Yeah.
He decided he's out because Skylar showed him how much money they got.
Yes.
How much is enough? Jesse got his money.
Yeah.
Nearly shot Walt.
Yeah.
He had a gun. That's about it, really.
Yeah, just a bit of drama.
Everything seemed to go back to normal, and then Hank
Went to the toilet.
Yeah. If only he didn't need to go.
Yeah.
Never would have. Yeah. This is Season 5, Episode 9, Blood Money. This aired on the 11th of August 2013, directed by Bryan Cranston, and written by Peter Gould. Bryan Cranston is Walter White. This is the second one. I think he's second or third he's directed.
Oh.
So yeah, I remember there was a story about him. He directed an episode of The Office, and I think the cast said they nearly died on the episode he directed.
Really?
It was like from what I read, they were in like maybe an RV or something like that.
Oh god.
But nothing was like attached. Like so. I think they did some sort of fast-paced thing with the thing, and everything just flew over and smacked everyone. And anyway, I don't. Maybe that'll happen in this. Who knows? What do you expect from this one, Claire? We are into the second half of the final season. We're on the final stretch, 8 episodes.
It's part of me that thought that obviously we might see a bit of Hank looking into things.
Yep.
But with the title Blood Money, I'm like, is this to do with the 12 names?
You reckon?
Yeah,
They're
because
not
they had
done
to
and
pay
dusted?
them off. But we haven't seen him pay them off or anything. Oh no, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know then. I've just realised.
That was another thing that happened last
Yeah,
time.
they all died.
Yeah.
Oh,
We had
I
the
don't know what
montage
blood.
of Shankage.
That's what I would have thought Blood Money was.
Yeah, but
to
is
do
it in
with.
reference to?
Unless it's to do with Todd's.
Oh,
Uncle.
you're not thinking just Walt or Jesse's money?
I guess so.
Because technically all their money
Blood
is
money,
blood
'cause
money.
it's on-
It could be to
Yeah.
do with Todd and his uncle, I don't know.
Yeah.
But surely Walt's paid
'Cause
them because he said he was. So.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? We'll find
just
out.
watch it.
Yeah. Right, we've seen before, of course, Peter Gould. Yeah, I'm very excited. We're in the final half. I've only seen like this season once, and like season 4 before this I've only seen once. So I remember bits and bobs, and obviously I know where it ends. But I'm very excited to see it again because it's been a long time for me.
Yes.
Anyway, full reactions in the description. Need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we talk all about it. Let's go.
Oh, we're at a skating place. I was
did-
like, what is
Yeah, it's
this?
like, what the hell? Where are we?
Who's skating?
Oh yeah, could you do that?
No.
The one time I stood on a skateboard, I fell off and broke my wrist. So
Yeah, I wouldn't advise doing it. Isn't that Walter's house?
that certainly looks like Walter's house. Damn.
What the hell has happened in 11 months?
Ah.
What is going on?
So, well,
Is this the follow-on from the clip at
the last time we saw this was at the beginning of the season. Yeah, so it's about time we got more. So they just the house just went to disrepair.
Guess.
He looks so different, doesn't he?
I'm so confused.
Why?
Like, what happened? What is happening?
Little cough. My God.
Did he just go on the run? Heisenberg.
That's crazy. Like, seeing the house like this is insane. Like, because we spent so much time there. Imagine that cool YouTube video.
Yeah.
Skateboarded at Heisenberg's.
Probably was what it was called. Why has he come here though?
What do you reckon?
Has he got something hidden?
Ugh. It's so eerie.
Yeah.
How far?
Happened, though.
Well, we know like it was somewhere like a year after the Marie conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Skylar.
Oh.
The music is insane. What are you doing?
The rice. Yeah, what's the point of putting it back?
He's fractured. His soul is split.
Yeah. You would be terrified.
Yeah, hell
Hello,
yeah.
Carol.
Alright, Carol. Bit of an over-exaggeration. Wow. Imagine seeing that, though.
But what horror stories have come out about Heisenberg?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
See, now I'm like, is this
So
going to now
what's-
go back? This
What's
has
he
a
gonna
habit
do
of
with
doing...
it? Wow.
Yeah.
I think that tells you everything you need to know. So why did he go back for it, then?
Who's he trying to kill?
Mm.
Is this Hank still in the bathroom? Why would Hank be in that bathroom? Is that the only bathroom there? Have we seen another bathroom?
I don't know if we have seen another bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it is the only one.
That's very weird placement.
Yeah, it's very inconvenient.
Yeah.
My god, this shot, so good. Anticipation. How do you even come out of the bathroom?
Yeah,
after
like,
that?
and be normal.
Yeah. Surely he's gonna keep that, right? Oh my god. He is shell-shocked. And how can you blame him? Like, oh my god.
Wouldn't you just be like, guys, I'm really ill, I'm gonna go?
Yes.
What is he gonna do? Imagine just slamming it on the table and being like, explain. Is he gonna put it in Marie's bag?
Yeah. Insanity.
We're all welcome.
You are the devil.
Cold one? I'm feeling 100%.
How'd you, Uncle Hank?
No, I'm good.
Can't even. When he looked at me, he just looked away. Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Sweetie, bye-bye.
He's already
Yeah.
with that bag.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
You okay to drive? Do better.
Ugh. Man, this show. Like they've managed to find cringe. In...
Yeah.
Hi, Walt.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Nice.
I can't believe it.
Contrast.
You okay?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm fine.
He's now like rethinking his whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, just the last year or so, right?
Were 3 or 4 months ago. She was talking.
Yeah.
He is not okay. Man, I love how they depict this all the time. Like, it's so good.
You just want to scream, to be fair, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like the anger and rage and confusion and.
Hank? 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 You okay?
Oh.
Or throw up. Panic attack.
It's a panic attack, yeah. I love.
This is gonna have a heart attack or something.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
My god. Can you blame him? Like,
I'll make the appointment.
3 hours in the emergency room, all for nothing. It's not gonna happen again.
just a straight up panic attack, you know? We've seen it before.
Yeah.
Fine, trust me. Discussion over.
Ah,
You're not
don't be a
Scott.
hard ass. Well, this is what you wanted.
Yeah.
He's straight on it.
Blood money could also refer to them paying for his treatment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But he does he know that? Like,
No.
he doesn't know, right? It's so good. Yeah, I mean, it's just all,
And second panic attack.
yeah, right under his nose.
Could you imagine admitting that as well, wouldn't it? Like,
What's that?
Imagine admitting it to like Gomez.
Yeah,
And be like,
it's like that's
I
the
think
thing.
it's my brother-in-law.
It's just like trying to be normal.
Yeah.
Air fresheners are high margin, right? And pine is still our biggest seller, right? So maybe we move that.
This is so
over to the
bizarre.
cash register with
Like-
a 5-hour energy drink.
The absolute contrast
Yeah.
between him and Hank right now.
If our story is that the car wash is successful, what do successful car wash owners do? Buy more car washes. We'll be laundering that money for years. Wouldn't 2 be better than 1?
I mean,
I'll think about it.
remember the last time he expanded his business?
Yes.
Rest in peace, Combo. We will never forget.
Morning. Welcome to A1. Just the regular, please. Well, we're having a special on hand wax, $21.99.
Just the regular. It's fine.
Okay. Well, there's complimentary coffee inside while you're waiting.
What is she doing here?
Czech Republic wants more map.
Please give this to your car wash
I mean-
professional and have an A1 day.
Yeah, he kind of was all in and then just stopped.
68%. And falling. I knew there would be a drop in quality.
May I have your ticket, please?
A week at most.
He's just ignoring.
Back on course. We'll make it worth your while.
That'll be $14.95, please.
You're putting me in a box here.
I don't care.
Again, none of my concern. It'll only be a few more minutes.
Oh man. 68% did she say?
Yeah.
So like the quality's just dipped. Not even dipped, it's plummeted.
Just wondering who washes a rental car. Well, who was that?
You don't want to know.
He can never get out, can he?
She's a former business associate who wants me to go back, and I won't.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
This one's finished. Yes. Get out of here. Excuse me. Never come back here. Do you understand me?
She's
Go.
quite intimidating, really, isn't she?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, Lydia would be intimidated by a blooming fly.
Yeah, that's true. She's the most timidest person.
Man, if only they were partners, they could have.
Yeah.
She could have been out on the streets, like Hank's just out of it, isn't he?
Where is it?
He's on his balcony, right?
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't very often see out.
You going in today?
No.
Stay home, rest. Don't even think about work.
Okay.
Ugh, he just needs to talk to someone. Get
Yeah, but
Gomez.
that's like we said, but it also puts him in
Oh,
an awkward
100%.
position.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's nothing to be done, really, is there? Like, in terms of how can he not look so guilty?
What's going on?
Just dropping these off, man.
Bring it around to the garage, guys.
is this a funny day off?
Yeah.
We could give you a hand sorting through them. No, I got it, thanks.
It's a lot of boxes.
Okay,
Man, the soundtrack is so good. Now, what he does best, baby.
Yeah.
Detecting. How long do you reckon it'll take him to piece it all together?
I don't know.
I give him 6 hours.
6 hours.
He's got it all figured out.
How
It's
many
gonna be a
cups
lot
of
of
coffee?
coffee. Must be really interesting to do like this job.
Yeah.
But like, I was gonna say, like, I've done it in video games before, but you obviously get feedback whether you're right or wrong. Here,
Yeah.
he's just got to be like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you're just getting all the people out involved, and then maybe just see if
It's just seeing how it all connects, right? Yeah. It's just everyone, my god. I was back in Tuco's days, my god. Ugh.
it's that. Now he needs to like backtrack his time with Walt to be like,
Yeah.
when was Walt?
Well, that lighting's so good.
How's for?
And damn your
Jesse.
molecules and
He has to deal with this all the time.
The crew
is
is
happening?
bored, so they put on a pile.
Badger and Skinny Pete.
The whole crew's in the galley. They're eating fast as the replicator wins these things.
How do you think Jesse's feeling right now?
I don't think he has any feeling.
Just out of it.
He can't take it anymore.
I don't think Jesse can take it anymore.
No.
It's crazy to see how, like, two of the closest people to Walt
He's got
and
stuff
how it's
that
affecting both of them,
Yeah.
and he's just
in on
normal
Chekhov's
right now.
stomach.
Like,
Blueberries just floating out there,
Whoa.
frozen because it's in space. And while Scotty's in the
It sounds
transporter
pretty
room
entertaining.
dealing with levers
Yeah.
when the lieutenant opens. Hey man, where are you going? You're missing the best part.
he's just done. Hey, we haven't seen Saul. Like, we didn't see Saul Goodman last time.
No.
We did briefly, but just sitting there with $5 million,
Yeah.
like, casually.
Yo.
She's done with them lot, right?
Yeah.
She is not having any of it. I mean, gonna take your time. That's what you're gonna
smoke
get.
that up in here.
Oh my god, he's just tempting, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
just tempting fate, is what
Yeah,
he's gonna say.
Jesse Pinkman's out here smoking pot. Pinkman, they'll see you now.
Oh god, as soon as
Yeah.
the door.
Pull up a bong and take a seat. Hey, I'm kidding about the bong.
Mm.
I'm sorry to keep you on ice up there. I know it
What was
you.
he up to, eh?
Well,
Barn door open.
barn door.
Oh my god.
How is the maestro? It's been quiet on this end.
This goes to Haley Ermintrout and that
Oh
goes
man.
to Mr. and Mrs. Sharks. It's $2.5 million each.
Kid on TV, the missing. So, but why would you scratch that?
The kid on the
I don't know,
bike.
and I don't want to know.
Ugh.
Thing is, sack full of cash. That's just gonna raise more questions.
Yeah.
Kaylee Ermintrout,
Definitely.
that's Mike's granddaughter.
Man,
So
Jesse.
you and Mike been in touch?
Damn. Does he
So
not
we're
know?
just talking
either?
I
about
guess not.
charity? I'm sorry to say, kid, but you're still gonna be 2 miracles short of sainthood.
You don't care at this point, I don't think.
No.
It's just getting it out of his hands.
The feds have already taken Kaylee's money twice. What are you going for a hat trick?
I'll freaking do it myself, Salts.
Oh, no. I live to serve. You might want to think about cleaning up a little, getting some rest. You'd look better.
Let's get it done.
He has certainly looked
Yeah.
better. He's not the worst he's ever been.
No.
Don't hang up on me. Yeah, there's a problem. There's 5 million of them here in my office.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Just hold on to it. I'll handle it.
It's always freaking out.
Yeah.
Why's he go run into Walt? Yeah. We called it.
We did.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to show
Yeah.
it last time and then to the comparison to him punching the thing,
Yeah.
remember? Yeah. You need Faminos. Man, Jesse, I feel like... Ugh.
It's ruined him.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been on a downward spiral, hasn't he? Ugh.
He's returning it.
Yeah.
Talk me through this. You were thinking?
Thinking he don't care anymore. Well, he cares a lot.
You have any explanation at all? What?
Blood money.
Ice?
You certainly did say that, Walt. In a very big shouting rage.
Yeah.
I did. I was trying to win an argument, and I was wrong. This is your money. You've earned it.
It's not really helping, is it?
Nah, his face at it all, like the flinch and everything,
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
I don't know by doing what? Killing people.
Killing, getting people hooked on drugs, poisoning kids. Not that he knows that.
Drew Sharp. That is a terrible memory, no doubt about it.
Why bring it up?
But son, you need to stop focusing on the darkness behind you.
Their past also shapes who we are, though.
Yes, and there's a lot of dark
Can
past
change
there.
what we've done. You're out, and so am I. That's right, I'm done.
Oh yeah, I guess you didn't.
Yeah.
There's nothing left for us to do except to try to live ordinary, decent lives.
Can you do that? Like, I mean, if you Walt with his brain,
Yeah.
maybe, but Jesse seems to have too much of a soul and a conscience. I mean, Walt does to an extent, right?
Yeah. Not a very good one.
But no.
Why Kaylee Ermintrout?
She needs someone looking after her.
Mike is perfectly capable of looking after his own granddaughter.
I don't think he is capable of offing Mike's guys. If he was out there, you have to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life.
That
And
is
that's not
true.
how you do things. So I think he's dead, and I think you know that.
Man.
He's put 2 and 2 together, to be fair.
Yeah. Jesse's not stupid. He may be dumb, but he's not stupid.
Yeah.
Did not kill Mike.
Ugh.
Oh, you liar.
The last
Just
time that I
constant.
saw him, one
He
leg
had
lost,
his
and he
blood
got
running.
into his car and drove away. And for all I know, he is alive and well. If he does come back and he doesn't understand why I had to do what I did, well, then that's on me. I need you to believe this.
You just have to turn around to him like, how do you lie so easily?
It just consistently lies.
It's just not.
See, he pretends to care. But...
Yeah.
He's okay. Yes. We both know that he can take care of himself, and he's certainly capable to provide for his own family. I need you to believe me. Like you said, he's alive.
Does he believe?
I don't know.
What do you reckon?
The eyes just look dead.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
I don't think he believes. Ugh, this man. I really hope Jesse has learned to not trust him. Notice how there's nothing really splitting them up now.
No.
Like usually even the shots we had a lot of.
So, bowling's off tomorrow.
I'll be right back.
Do they know that he's going through chemo again?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. Seems to be hiding. You can't even tell them it's back, like, when things are meant to be normal.
Yeah.
Like...
So, yeah, again, he's lying to everyone. Is he going to notice the book's gone?
Would you... What a shot.
You won't realise? Yeah, he will.
No time to worry. Oh, he's just searching.
Have you seen Leaves of Grass?
The hell are you
My
talking
book?
about? You crazy man.
Walt Whitman, dark green hardcover.
So she did say it was Hank that cancelled on bowling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll show up.
Evidence.
Yeah. Why do I feel like he's going to end up at Hank's?
What will he do, though?
I don't know. You know, just to...
What's wrong with Hank?
Stomach bug sounds like he hasn't been to work all week.
He's going to end up there to Snoop.
The feeling of dread and worry must be like,
Yeah.
right? Do you know, like, I imagine it's like sometimes I do something or say something and I worry like too much about it, but this is just like on a whole nother level. He's actually got something to worry about.
Yeah.
Is he just going out in his underwear? What's he doing?
Don't know.
Oh.
Can see if he's got a tracker on him.
God, I'm really loving the soundtrack to this episode. Do you reckon? What do you think?
Probably. He's been to Jesse's.
Yep. Oh my god. It's like
He is
penny
on
just
to
dropped.
you.
It's like that's such a cool shot. Oh, I thought it was going to end there.
Oh.
Mister, can you help me out? Pass some change.
I mean, there's a little bit of spare change. Gotta give it.
Yeah. Why did you just give it to homeless people, you know, like that?
No. He looks so lost, like confused.
It's too much at the same time. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, how confused must you be?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I only wanted like a quarter.
Yeah, some
Like,
change.
yeah. The problem with that is, though, like, what is that guy going to spend that on?
Yeah.
Like, could just create a problem. It's a way to get rid of it, right? Pennywise is paid.
Yeah. Doesn't want it, does he?
Anything you want to tell Steve Gomez?
Feel so sorry for him.
About you.
Tell everybody more work and less worry.
Must be weird, like,
Yeah.
he's not been at work. Like, he was told to stay at work and not focus on the Heisenberg case.
Oh.
Ugh.
Shut that garage.
Yes, yes, yes. Get that garage door shut now. Just shut it. Just shut it.
Would it shut quick enough?
I don't know. Ugh.
How you feeling?
Well, you know.
Better. Looks like you have the work coming to you. Perks of being the boss, huh?
Can't believe he just put his hand on it.
How's things at the car wash?
Good.
Yeah.
Move that box away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Skylar will be very happy to hear that you're feeling better. Which reminds me, I better get back to it. If there's anything I can do.
Oh, I hate this.
So awkward.
It is so awkward. Like,
Is all that evidence now tainted now that he's been there? That he knows.
You're gonna laugh, but I have to ask you about this.
Ugh.
Looks just like the GPS tracker that we used on Gus Fring when we were tracking him.
Good old days.
You wouldn't know anything about this, would you?
Is there a reason I should be tracking you?
You okay?
Oh.
I gotta say, I don't like the way you're looking at me right now.
Hell yeah.
Because you all along, it was you. You drove into traffic. Oh my God. Tell me Marie was in the hospital. That wasn't Pinkman. You had my cell number. You killed 10 witnesses to save your sorry ass. You bombed a nursing home. Heisenberg. You lying two-faced sack of shit. I don't know where this is coming from, Hank, but just I swear to Christ.
Oh, give it a rest.
Under the jail.
Just take a breath, okay? Just listen to yourself. These wild accusations, they could destroy our family.
Damn
and
right.
for what shit about family?
Ugh, man. Still trying.
My cancer is back.
Rotten, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry you feel that way. In 6 months, you won't have someone to prosecute. Even if you were able to convince anyone who was capable of doing these things, I would never see the inside of a jail cell. I'm a dying man who runs a car wash. That is all that I am. What's the point?
Skylar, bring the kids here.
That is not going to happen.
Skylar was? What?
Brings the kid, Skylar to bring the kids here.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I don't even know who I'm talking to.
Man.
If that's true, then maybe your best course would be to tread lightly.
Is that a threat?
The audacity of this son of a...
Gomez put me into witness protection.
My God. That episode. Ugh, blood money. So, blood money.
Yeah.
What did you think of that episode?
It's a hell of an episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like how it ended the same way it... No, it started the same way it ended.
What way?
So, like... Well, actually, no, there was that extra clip at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, kind of Hank having to confront Walt, or opposite way.
Yeah. So we started with seeing
But did you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, I did.
What did you think of the actual main events, rather than going through it bit by bit at the moment?
Okay.
Like, I'm just thinking about, like, we got Hank looking into it, which is what you wanted.
Yeah.
But we also got him actually
But I
confronting
also like
so.
the way that they did it. That, like we said, like how does Gomez admit? No, sorry. How does Hank admit that his brother-in-law is Heisenberg?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
So it's nice how they've done it, that he's obviously looking into it in secret.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to tell other people what's going on.
Yeah,
Which makes sense, because it's like we said, it's going to ruin his career. It's going to, like...
Well, Walt makes a good point. It will tear the whole family apart, in a way. Like, I mean, yeah.
But then I also
Because then the question comes up of, does Skylar know? Did she do, like...
Yeah.
That's why she was doing all those things, pushing him away, keeping the kids away, because she knew.
Yeah.
So then how does that create a relationship, like a fracture between...
I do love the fact
Marie?
that Hank just closed the thing and then just punched it.
Yes.
Like, you know, and you're like,
I don't like
all
the way
that
you're looking
anger.
at me. Yeah, it's crazy. But
because you would be so angry at it.
what a hell of a way to do it, though, after 11 months of waiting from the last episode. To not only have Hank look into it, but to confront him as well, or them confront each other.
Like a double whammy.
Like, you get it all, because, like, you, rather than having to wait even more,
Yeah.
people already waited, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. It was good.
The deterioration of Jesse as well. And...
Yeah. Yeah. I did miss a bit of a line at the end there, because I was a bit like... Sorry, I reacted a bit, but...
Oh, it also said about, like, his cancer's back. Yes. We said about this last time.
Well, that's what I said. When Walt said, my
Yeah.
cancer's back, I said, oh, boo-hoo, you.
Yeah.
And that's basically what Hank said, but in a more visceral way. It was like, good. Rot, you sack of shit.
Yeah.
Or rot in hell, rot in pieces, or whatever he said. Yeah. It's mad. Yeah. But good episode. Yeah, we got a lot of things going on.
But it goes to show that you never really think something's under your nose. Like, you could be so blind.
Oh, yeah. You can ignore, like, certain things, like red flags and whatnot.
And it's not until you take a step back, or someone says something that you're like,
wait a second.
Wait,
yeah.
hang on.
Well, that's the thing. It was the final piece of the puzzle,
Yeah.
basically. That unlocked all the... Yeah. Made sense. Yeah. So, but we did start off in the house, but there was skateboarding going on.
Yeah, it was
and
very derelict.
I really like the way they... Like, the set is insane. Like, it's not even a set, it's a real house.
Yep.
But, like, how much must they have paid, like, the people that actually lived there to do that?
I
like,
don't know.
And then restore it to what it was. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, unless I'm thinking wrong and they did it a different way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's all run down and whatnot.
Derelict,
and then a car turns up and it's Walt.
Yeah, which is the same car that we saw at the beginning of season 5.
At the beginning of this season.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this is the second half of it, which makes sense. You see it the first, second.
And then he goes in.
Well, he opens up the trunk of the car and you see the gun.
Yeah.
And obviously, you see Walt with his beard and his.
Yeah.
He looks like he did in that bar.
To get a crowbar. And then
but it further, like, affirms when it is because of the gun and everything. You're like, oh, okay, so he went from there to here.
Yeah.
Gets crowbar, breaks in. The house is empty. It looks crazy.
And someone's spray painted Heisenberg in it.
So this is a time where
they know
people
who
know.
Heisenberg is. Yeah.
The word's out.
So I said, like, where is Skylar?
Yeah. Well, where's the family? Yeah. What's going on?
Is Skylar? But why is he not in prison?
What do you reckon?
Don't know.
Yeah. But he's there for
The rice.
the racing. You were like, is he hiding something? And I was like,
I don't know. I didn't click.
the racing.
Who's it for?
Who do you reckon? What do you think? I mean, he's got a big gun as well for something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who deserves a big gun and who deserves racing?
Well, the issue is, we've got such a time jump, haven't we? So it's kind of like, what has happened? Like, right now you're thinking, is he going to take out Hank because Hank knows? But there's going to be so much that happens in the takedown. Like, why did he lose his house? Like, where is Skylar? Where are the kids? Like, there's so many factors.
Well, there's a lot of unanswered questions going there. Yeah,
you don't know what his goal is.
Well, that's the thing. We're only getting teased what's happening.
Where's Jesse? Like, has Jesse done something? Like, could Jesse ratted him out and so he's going to take out witnesses? Like,
I mean, that's kind of been... It's insane as well that Jesse's saying, like, about people not dying, and he's got a giant M60 and And the ricin. Like, it's madness.
But it's even like Walt says that I'm just a man, a car
dying
wash
man
owner.
running a car wash. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But he's just saying that to like try and
yeah, but
save
would he take
himself.
out anyone that would go against that fact? That's what I'm saying is.
But the problem is, looking at that house, it seems very clear people believe it.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
don't believe his side.
But I love the fact he leaves the house.
Well, no, before that, I like how he stands up and sees himself in the fractured
Yeah.
mirror. That's really cool. But he goes outside and...
Puts the stuff in the boot, and then he turns around and Carol.
Hello, Carol.
And then she just drops all her shopping. She looks terrified.
I love the juxtaposition of when he sees her
Yeah.
later. Hey, Carol! And she's like, hi!
Yeah.
It's insane. Madness. I read a comment earlier, because, like, I've been watching a couple other people reacting to the
Yeah.
show. They're behind us, of course. A few people I've been watching, actually. And, like, one reaction I watched was the beginning of season 3, and they were, like, kind of... they felt really sorry for Walt still, and they were kind of backing him up and stuff, despite a lot of things he'd done.
Yeah.
And the comment said that apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently Vince Gilligan, when he created the show, he wanted to write it as like it's kind of a test to see how long you can go through the show and
I'm trying
change
to
your
think
opinion.
At what point did I think
of
Walt
Walt.
is a dick?
Yeah, how far do you get before you're like, oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments it could be.
Yeah.
But it's how many things are you willing to excuse for him?
Yeah.
Like for his like, yeah. But there we go. We get a really cool shot of inside the house, and it just really slowly zooms in. The direction was really cool because
It
obviously
was.
Bryan Cranston did it. But it zooms just in on that
Bathroom door. Then we see Hank leave.
My God, does he
With the
look
book.
shell shocked?
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not be? Imagine finding that out about someone.
Yeah.
Imagine you found that out about me. You know? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you
Yeah.
just found it out about someone you're close to, I don't know. It's crazy.
You just question everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
But yeah, we see Hank being very sheepish, and then
He hides the book. in
yeah,
the
he hides
bag.
the book in
Yeah.
Marie's bag.
But then I love how he looks outside and looks at Walt, and Walt's just holding Holly.
Holly, and it's just all normal. But then he does the whole, I'm not feeling very
I
well.
like, though, as he opens the door, and Marie's like, oh, you're the devil!
Yeah, to Walt. It's like,
That's so good.
This is not helping.
And he, like, looks at Walt, but then as Walt looks at him, he, like, kind of looks down or
Yeah.
away, and so yeah, I don't feel so good. I'm gonna go, yeah.
Yeah, it's time we went. Oh, okay.
I love how, as they're saying bye, Hank just gets in the car.
Yeah.
But then Walt catches it.
Yeah, and he's like, you sure you're alright
Feel
to drive?
better. Yeah, that's it. They're driving off.
Yeah, then we see Hank having a panic attack, obviously, because
Yes.
he's just like...
I don't know if you... Have you ever seen this clip before? I think I went to send it to you one time of him panicking out the car, and I was like, oh no, I don't think that's...
Yeah,
I think that's quite far into the show. Yeah, but it's... I really like... We've said this before, I like the way they handle Hank a lot.
Yeah,
like,
he ends up crashing into someone's front garden
Yeah.
and getting
But-
out, and he's like struggling.
Yeah.
Like, you can see he's having a panic
yeah.
attack.
But I really like how they do it, because obviously he was made out, when you first meet him and
Oh,
stuff...
big tough guy, isn't he?
He's like lad's lad, right? He's like a big
Yeah.
talker and a, you know. But Hank has a good heart and he's a good guy and
Yeah.
he's good at what he does and he wants to keep up that appearance if he has it all together. But
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. We all have our moments, you know.
Yes.
But I really like the way it's done, where it just kind of fades out her audio and it
Yeah.
focuses on him. We get quick shots of like
Yeah.
traffic and the lighting and his face and yeah, and the way he gets at the car. It's just so good. Yeah.
She's like, call an ambulance. And then we find out he's spent a few hours in the hospital.
Yeah.
So he gets the book out, doesn't
And
he?
he's like, kind of to Mary, he's like, don't tell Skylar, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He gets the book and then he takes it to the other
The
evidence.
garage, yeah.
Of the he had the lab notes. Yeah.
Yeah, he compares the handwriting.
And it's it's
Match.
definitely the same. The R's are the same.
Yeah.
The W's look similar. Yeah, it's cool how you can work that out. It's
Yeah.
insane. Yeah, because you could even like try to fake your a different handwriting, and then one way you do one letter will give it away. Like, but I mean, it was the same thing. Yeah. So, there we go. We cut to Walt at the car wash, trying to just acting normal.
Yeah,
like,
he's now managing it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
He's around. He's
talking to everyone.
trying to work out product placement to get the best
Oh, she's just going on about air fresheners and like.
Yeah, pine is.
I feel like it's kind of Skylar's kind of off put by this all because she's like,
yeah, whatever.
Well, it's kind of like considering how disassociated from her and everything he was to going to that is just such a U-turn. Yeah, just must be strange. Like,
yeah,
he's just and like it's strange as well. Him just trying to go back to normal and as it was like, can
just
you?
Shows how much of a psychopath.
Can you really after you learn stuff like that? I don't know. And then turns up Lydia. Yeah.
Just a regular wash.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
And then you see Skylar looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we find out why.
Yeah, she cuts inside and she's talking to Walt about
that
the
it's
quality.
Only 68%. It's not what we agreed to. He needs to come back for a few days.
So basically because he left, the quality has dropped.
Yeah.
Because I guess, is Todd continuing it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Who knows? Yeah, which is no good.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, just come back just to teach for like. And he's like, no, I'm done. I like how he's trying to be like, give me a ticket, do this, do this.
Have an A one day.
Not my problem. Bye bye.
Then Skylar says, who was it? Is that what? She's like, who has a rental car wash?
Yeah.
Let's go and find out. It's a
He
business
says,
associate.
he tells her, to be fair. But he's like, I'm out, and I told her.
Yeah.
And then Skylar.
Oh, she turns into a mean bitch, and she goes out to find her.
You will never show your face here ever again. She's like, what? Yeah. I mean, I kind of get it from Skylar's point, but I don't know. She's trying. Skylar's in it as much or as Walt. Not quite, you know what I mean? But she's now, like, that's kind of covering up for Walt, right?
Yeah. The thing is, it's
like,
encroaching in their cover business as well. Like, this is her side of it, that she's running a car wash. Like, money laundering aside, like, you don't turn up here.
Yeah. Is this where Walt asks about second car wash or something? I can't remember.
Maybe.
But he does. He asks about getting a second one. Oh, all that money you need to launder.
Yeah, it'd be easier with a second one. And she's like, I'll think about it.
Oh, I do like that one over there. Yeah. So craziness. But I mean, I kind of get that from Walt as well. If he's going through chemo again, and he knows he's going to die within 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
He wants to get as much of that money legally into their pockets as possible. So why not?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hank's looking out of it on his balcony.
Yeah.
And he takes the day off.
Yeah, Marie's gonna work.
But he doesn't take the day off.
No.
Because
they turn up with evidence files, just as Marie's.
I like how they offer to help as well.
And
he's like, no, go do work.
Yeah.
Leave me be. And they're kind of like, okay. And they like try to talk to him, but he just closes the fig at them.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So we see him starting to get pictures of people involved.
I really like this. I like the music in this episode. Is really good. I mean, the show's had great music, but it's really cool. Just a montage of him collecting all the evidence, seeing all the people. We see everyone pretty much. We see Mike. We saw Tyrus. We saw Gus. We saw Gail. We saw Fring. Yeah, Gus. We saw Tuco's guys. We saw everything. Like literally all of it. Hector. Yeah, Salamanca. Yeah. It's just connecting it all. But then the picture, which we can see right now.
Yes, of Heisenberg.
That sketch of Heisenberg. Yeah. Which, do you remember where that came from?
Was it the twins?
Yeah, the twins put it in the shrine.
Yeah.
Do you know when they did the crawling?
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, which is at the beginning of season 3, so. Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Just his face. It's insane. Yeah. It's crazy. Like I said, I was talking about it when we were watching. Like, I've played games where you do detective stuff and try to connect things, and you feel like you've made connections, and the game's like, "No, you're an idiot."
Yeah.
You've got to be really good at it to work it out, because, like, again, like I was saying, in Hank's position, he doesn't have the confirmation.
No.
But he kind of does. Yeah, he has to make it all the puzzle pieces fit properly. Yeah, and he's good at that. So. Unfortunately, he was just missing that one.
Yes.
Yeah, which he's got now. So, we cut to Jesse out of it and just
with Badger
and Skinny Pete just talking about Star Trek.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
You remember they spoke about zombies before in video games. Yeah. So.
Then Badger starts to explain his episode
but Jesse just leaves, and then he just literally goes to go. And Badger's like, "You're missing the best bit."
Yep. And he's carrying the holdalls.
Yeah, that's basically it. And we cut to Saul's.
Where he's using the holdalls as a footrest.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like how Huel is just staring at him.
Yeah, there's a big waiting room full of people, and he's like...
He's even, he doesn't say anything though, does he?
No. Then he just lights up a cigarette.
A joint.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, what the hell? Like, she's like, what are you doing?
He's just like...
Like, wow. Come on, I ain't got time to waste.
Yeah, then she phones through and is like, Jesse Pinkman, that's just...
Saul was a bit preoccupied. The barn doors were left open.
Yep.
It was just funny. But Jesse has brought his bags, and what does he want done with
He
them?
wants one bag to go to Kaylee Trout, and the other one to go to the family.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Oh god, I can't remember their names now.
Drew? Sharp,
something like that. Yeah.
Drew Sharp.
Yeah,
Mr. and Mrs.
their
Sharp.
family. Yeah. And he's like, wait, what? Why? I get Kaylee, but like, who's it? Oh, the kid that.
Yeah.
So it's the bike kid.
Yeah, he's like, you can't just drop £2.5 million on the doorstep.
They've got questions about where their kid went already. Like
dropping
money appearing is just more questions. Like, and I don't even want to know what's going on.
Why
like,
are we giving this to Kaylee? When...
Yeah. It's crazy. What do you think of Jesse trying to give it away like this?
It makes sense because
we've said throughout
he's
never
like
cared.
He wants it.
He's never really cared about money in a way. So he's been very like careless. Not even careless with it. Just kind of like, oh, I don't want this. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Whereas Walt has been all about the money, always wanting it. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, I mean, he's making a good point. Like Saul, like. Yeah. Like, they've taken Mike's money twice. That was for Kaylee. You going for a hat trick?
Just make it happen.
It's like, if Jesse goes to take it away, he's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
He's like, no, I'll do it.
Just trying to understand, you know. But he calls Walt, who we find out is having chemo.
Yes.
Which we did guess, because obviously, like the shot from last episode. Yeah, so... he had a scan and whatnot. And Walt returns it.
Yeah.
And then blatantly lies to Jesse's face once
Jesse
again.
Jesse is very much like Mike, isn't... Like, he says, like...
Yeah, why are you giving it to Kaylee?
Yeah.
And then he's like, Mike can take care of that. And
he's like Mike can't take care of it.
You know very well.
He's like, because you killed his 12 guys.
His 10 guys, yeah.
That if Mike was still around...
He'd have a problem with it,
Yeah, and you'd be watching over your back, and
Jesse.
He's not here.
Like Walt is a very smart man, and he is very good at manipulating and working things out. But also, he acts like everyone is so much stupider than him when they aren't. Like Jesse worked it out, and like
I love this when Walt is like you have to believe me, like.
And he's like, yeah.
And
you say it, fine.
Yeah, and then we zoom in on Jesse's face, so you can see like the tears in his eyes because he doesn't believe him.
No.
He's like,
and I feel like he's giving Walt so many chances as well, and Walt just blatantly lied to him. And like I said before, like Walt acts like he cares about Jesse and tries to pretend, or tries to, because he even calls him son. I don't know if you heard that. He like called him son and stuff. But he's doing it for his own needs and wants. Yeah. Like, without caring much for Jesse's feelings and Jesse's... Yeah, whereas the opposite, Mike genuinely seemed to care about him. It's crazy for Jesse as well, thinking back like to his actual dad and his parents not caring about him, and then maybe he wanted Walt as that father figure because like he never really had it.
Well.
No, and that's probably why he cared about Mike as well, because Mike genuinely cared. So, but yeah, he looks very upset.
He does.
Yeah, he does not believe him.
No,
in my eyes. That's what I took from that. Yeah. So, what do you think about Walt continuously? Point blank lying.
Jesse just needs to get away from Walt. Go down to the beach, have a lovely life.
Just get out of there. Yeah. Oh, we also found out that Walt told him that he's out now.
Yeah.
He's been out for a month. Yeah, so that's how much time's passed. We cut to dinner with the three of them, with Walt, Skylar. Like I said, a lot of the other shots we had throughout the show of them having dinner, there was always a divide.
And darkness.
Yeah.
It was quite a light.
Yeah. There was always a divide between them, but
Yeah.
there wasn't.
No.
And yeah. And then we find out that they were going to go bowling.
Yes,
that
but
Hank's
Hank
pulled out.
cancelled because he's
And
ill.
then Walt's kind of like...
But then you see...
But he does go off
Yeah.
anyway.
So obviously one of the side effects to the chemo is sickness, which...
Yeah.
From this scene, it's kind of a bit obvious that maybe Walt hasn't told Skylar. And that
I
because
wouldn't be
he
surprised.
rushed into the bathroom, he gets some meds that are hidden under the sink.
Yeah.
Then he puts on the taps to throw up.
Yeah, he's definitely not told.
Yeah, and then this is where...
Or maybe he's got the sickness bug.
Maybe he got it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he realises...
This is the book has come.
I really like that shot as well, like from above the...
I like how it does the shot that he gets the towel first, that you're like, oh! And then it goes back to it. And then once he realises the book's gone, and then he throws up more sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then we get the scene of him looking for the...
Under everything, and she's like, will you turn that damn light off?
Yeah.
And this is where he questions... Oh, well, he asks if... Because he asks about the book, and she's like, I didn't know we had that. Like,
Yeah.
what? What are you talking about? I think he mentions, will Junior have it? And she's like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
But then he questions about Hank.
Yeah.
Like, what's up? Oh, sickness bug or something.
Yeah.
You can see his face just...
Like,
And then he goes out in the night
Yeah.
and finds...
A tracker on his car.
He's being tracked.
Yeah. When did Hank put that there?
Don't know.
Must have been in the dead of night at some point.
Could have been. Could have been... Maybe when Walt... I don't know. Was that the car wash
Maybe.
working?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably would have taken his car, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Cut to Jesse at night, driving
Yeah.
around. Wow. He gives... A homeless guy knocks on his window.
Yeah.
Like, change? He's like, no. And he's like, wait a second.
Yeah, he just gives him a whole water
This
can.
guy's like... how would
Yeah.
you react to that? Like...
It's more money than you could imagine.
Yeah, what is even in that stack? Like 1,000?
10,000
Could
probably.
be 10,000. You reckon?
Yeah, maybe. Depends if it's 10s or 50s or...
But they have $100 bills.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be. Damn. Yeah, it's like life changing. But
then
like,
he just drives around throwing it out everywhere. Quite emotional scene.
oh, it's really well shot. I really like it. Yeah, and it's how much is affected
Imagine waking
Jesse.
up to like that amount, like a wad of cash
Yeah.
on your doorstep.
And how
which
much
is
he's
like-
been through as well. Yeah, it'd be crazy if you just find that. But
I don't know how he can come out of this anymore. Like, he's obviously out, but and you're just
Yeah.
because he has so much guilt.
yes,
For what
so
he's
much has
done.
happened. He still thinks he's responsible for the plane crash as
Yeah.
well. Like, he thinks he's responsible for Jane, the
Yeah.
plane crash, which in a way he is responsible for Jane, kind of, in the fact that he enabled her and had the drugs with her. But it's not completely his fault. I'd blame
Walt's
Walt
fault
for
more.
both of those things more. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? I just don't know how he can live with himself.
No.
I don't know what
Yeah.
can be done to...
Yeah. I like how, talking about the money, Saul mentioned, it made sense when you were paying the ex and the son, like,
Yeah.
what's her name? I can't remember her name now.
Andrew?
Andrew, that's it. I knew it began with an A, couldn't remember. Yeah, it made sense paying them, but Kaylee and that doesn't make much
Yeah.
sense to me. But, yeah, he looks very emotional. Poor Jesse, been through a lot. I mean, he's done some
Yeah.
bad things as well, but
Yeah.
it's crazy, like I said, just how flipped it is between him and Walt and how
How they're dealing with him.
you felt sorry for Walt in the beginning and now you hate him, and then you kind of was like, oh, Jesse's
Yeah.
an idiot, and now you're like, oh, poor Jesse. How much, can he take?
Yeah.
And then cut to Hank's, where he's getting more evidence
Yeah.
delivered.
And they're like, you haven't been here a week. Like,
Yeah.
just think about Gomez as well.
So just get back to work, like, go.
Yeah.
And then that's when Walt turns up.
Yeah, and
I
he's
like how the kid who used to have a remote control car's upgraded to like a Lamborghini one
Yes.
because it got run over before.
Yeah.
And he quickly hides everything.
Yeah, and then Walt's talking to the guys, and then he's like, look, you're on the clock,
Yeah.
guys.
And then Walt, very awkward scene.
Oh, it's
Walt,
nice to see that you're up and about.
yeah, just talking about the sickness constantly,
Yeah.
trying to like get something out of him, I guess.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Skylar.
I like how he puts his hand on the box as well.
Yeah.
And then again he says, get well soon, and then goes to go.
Yeah, then he
Hank's
stops.
face throughout this, we got
broken.
everybody in this show is so good.
Yeah.
The casting for this show is amazing.
Yeah.
And Hank's no exception. Who plays Hank again? That's very annoying. I do know his name. Dean Norris. Dean Norris. Yeah, very good. But
He just looks so broken. Like,
yes.
He's
Well, yeah, that's completely changed his
anger
worldview,
and
like
hurt
everything.
and
Yeah.
lied and
Yeah, the whole time he's been
Yeah.
lied to and manipulated. Walt goes to leave,
he turns around and he's
but
like,
he can't
actually, I have
do
a
it.
question.
He
for us
can't
here.
do it.
I found this on my car. I
So
wondered
this-
if you knew anything about it because it's very similar to the one
When yeah,
we're looking at
Fring.
Fring.
Yeah.
And obviously Hank's a bit like,
yeah,
then he just closes the garage.
I like how it starts going, and then Walt's like, I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Me?
Is everything okay?
And then he
Like,
just punches him in the face.
well deserved.
Yeah.
Slams him up against the thing. He's like, you this whole time, you lying sack
Yeah.
of shit. You two-faced piece of
Yeah.
crap.
And Walt tries to tell him the cancer's back so he gets some sympathy. And
Yeah, and I was like,
boo-hoo.
I mean, what do you think about it? Like,
Yeah, no. It's not even relevant.
who cares?
Yeah.
Like he said, good, rotten hell. Like,
Yeah.
like who gives it? Like at this point, the amount because he was like, you purposely crashed that car to stop me going to
Yeah.
the laundry. You were the one who called about
Yeah,
Marie in the hospital.
Yeah, because you have my number.
You killed 10 guys to cover up everything. You blew up a nursing home.
Yeah.
Like, the amount
Yeah.
of shit
And
he's
then it's
done.
just when Walt was like, but I'm just a guy. The cancer's back. I'm just a guy dying, running a cult. Right, and it's just like...
Because Hank says, like, I won't put you in the jar, I'll bury you under it. And then he's like, we both know I'm never going to see the inside of
No.
a jail. I'm going to be dead within 6 months and it won't be a problem.
Yeah.
If you bring me down, you're going to tear apart the whole family.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, Walt kind of has that, I guess, like, in a way, but...
Yeah.
So what is Hank's next option? What do you reckon? Does he try to take him down? Does he...
I don't know.
Where does he go with
I
it?
feel like he has to. Like, there's an oath that... Do you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
sworn to an oath to... It's going to be so conflicted.
Yeah.
And it's like he even says that he wants him to bring the kids around to him. Because he doesn't want
Yes,
the kids
he
there.
said get Skylar to bring the kids here, and he's like, that ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So do you think here? Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What's going to happen now? Like,
What do you reckon? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, how does Walt just walk away? Like, Hank now knows that he's going to be like... Oh,
Well, he's like, you've got to convince everyone that I am capable of all these things you're accusing me of.
yeah.
But I'm gonna end up dying. Like, are you gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, able to do it? I guess. Yeah, he's still just trying to deny it all and trying to like. It's mad.
It is.
Madness. And there's still people that defend Walt. Like,
No.
I cannot understand it. Like,
No.
I'm sorry. Like I saw comments in like the season 3 episode I was watching someone react to, and there was like, because like they were saying how the person reacting was still sympathising with them a
Yeah.
bit. Don't really get it, but well, I can understand it that around then you can still kind of forgive him for
Yeah.
things, but it's just so far beyond.
Yeah.
Like other people, he is the villain of this show.
Yeah,
like
he is.
literally the antagonist. Like
He's
there's
the whole
noth-
reason this is all happening.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know how you could side with him
No.
at this point. Like, man. Yeah. There we go.
Just like, where does it go from here?
What do you reckon? He's.
Hank just let
I
him
mean-
walk out? Like, I don't know.
I mean,
like,
we've seen him in the future.
does
with
he
a-
arrest him? Like,
We've seen him in the future with
yeah,
beard
but he
and
can
hair.
go out on
and-
bail, can't he? Like, I don't know.
Can he?
I don't know. I don't really know how it works. Do you know what I mean? He's got enough money to pay off the bail.
Yeah, but I don't think you can pay that. That money will go into evidence, right?
What money?
I mean, if they found it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, though. Like,
Yeah, I do know. What
yeah,
you
but then if they tried to pay with that money, they'd be like, "Wait a second, where's that coming from?"
mean. The car wash. The successful company car wash.
All right, audit time. I don't know. Yeah. We've still got 7 episodes left to go.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a journey. I'm very excited for it. So when do you think we're going to get like the answers to the beginning part?
I don't know. It'll probably be like 2 or 3, I think, before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you think it's all going to end?
I don't know. I'm a bit conflicted on like what will happen with Skylar.
Okay.
Because obviously Skylar's been laundering the money, but she's aware of it. But then we've also had it in it that they stayed married, so she couldn't give evidence against him because of that marital law thing, isn't there? So
that was kind of one
quite
reasoning
know.
she came up with, yeah.
Or is Walt just gonna pack Skylar and the kids off, go into hiding? Like,
I mean, he tried to do that at the end of season 4.
yeah.
No, end of season 3. No, it was in season 4 or 3.
But
right?
if Walt went home and
4.
said to Skylar, Hank has figured it out. Hank wants me to take the kids to, like, Hank wants the kids away from you. Like, go. I feel like Skylar would go with the kids.
What, 2 Hanks?
No.
But then if
go.
she goes
'Cause
and
she's
runs,
already...
what's that going to look like towards Hank
Yeah,
and
I know.
everything?
But obviously she's already, considered leaving, hasn't she?
Yeah. I feel like that'd be a bit of a hard task. We'll have to see. We'll be back in a week's time for episode 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 more to go. Very excited. Yeah. I can't wait to see the end because I've seen it before, of course. But yeah. And one day I do want to watch Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I've only seen the first episode of that, so I've got 6 whole seasons of that show I've not seen. It'd be great. But who knows? We'll watch that. But next on the channel will be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
We're getting close to the end of season 10. So yeah, there we go. Exciting stuff. But thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.